Hey, Mom, are you there? I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind me visiting you at your house next month. I was thinking that I could take about a week off of work and go there and stay with you, if that's all right.
You want to come to my house to stay for a while? Do I understand that right? I think the last time that you were here must have been 2 years ago.
Wow, has it really been that long already? It doesn't feel like it, but I guess now that you say that, I guess it has been.
That's right. Ever since you left the house to go and live in the big city, you haven't come to visit me even once. So just, what is it that suddenly changed your mind about coming here, huh? Did something happen? Do you need help?
No, Mom, it isn't anything like that at all. I have quite a bit of time off at work, and I just thought I should use it. I mean, I was thinking of using the time off to go and take a vacation or something, but I think I'd rather just relax. And I thought, what better way to take it easy than by going to spend some time with my mom? Not to mention how fun it would be to see all my old friends from back home and all of that.
Oh, I see. By the way, do you have any friends who have gotten married since you moved away? When are you finally going to settle down with someone nice?
You know, if you're going to start talking about this again, then I just won't go to visit you. We've talked about this, and I told you that I am going to get married when I find the right person and not a moment sooner.
I just wish that you would try to be more like your older brother sometimes. He was a good son and got married right away. Now he lives with his wife here at home with me. He knows what it means to be a good son.
So the only thing that makes him a good son is that he's moved in with his wife into your house? I'm sorry, Mom, but I think that way of thinking is a bit outdated.
Honestly, sometimes I wonder how someone like you ended up as my daughter. But I suppose you probably just take much more after your dad than you do me.
No offense, Mom, but I think that you have a habit of seeing what you want to see and blinding yourself to what you don't. I'm not trying to start a fight, and I was only suggesting that I come over for a visit. I don't think that there's any need to talk to me like this. And if you're just going to be lecturing me the whole time that I'm at your place, then I don't think I even want to go.
Well, fine then. But just know that I've told you all of this because I'm worried about you. It's all for your sake.
Thank you, Mom. It means a lot to me that you're so worried about my future.
Now, are you sure that you want to come and visit me for a whole week? That just seems like an awfully long time, don't you think? I mean, there's not even any holidays coming up.
I know, but I don't like taking time off during the holidays. Everything is so busy and crowded, it almost defeats the point. But actually, things have just been getting quite busy at work, and that's why I've been wanting a rest. But I don't just want to take 2 or 3 days off. I need more if I'm going to get the rest that I need.
I see. So, you don't ever come home for the past 2 years, and now all of a sudden you think you can just drop by and live with me for a whole week?
I mean, if that's okay with you, it's not like I haven't missed you all the whole time that I've been away. So if you could tell Nate and his wife Sarah that I'll be coming, that would be great. I'll be sure to bring some souvenirs as well.
Oh, well in that case, I suppose you can come. Just make sure to get some treats that are really famous from where you're living, okay? I think you brought little macaroons last time.
Okay, well, if you liked those, I could for sure bring you some. By the way, can Sarah eat those?
Actually, she's the one who liked those treats the best out of all of us. I think she really just likes sweet, fancy things like that since you know she hasn't gotten out of the town much.
You mean she's really never left the country? She hasn't gone to a big city even once?
That's right. That wife of your brother's is the portrait of a hard-working country girl with nothing in her head besides the next harvest. Just a plain country woman.
You really think that she's plain? I mean, I know she doesn't wear makeup or anything, but I think that she's really pretty. I bet that if someone gave her a big makeover, that she would really blow some of the locals away.
What in the world are you talking about? Don't even suggest such nonsense. You think there's a diamond hiding in the rough or something? I'm afraid that all you'll find is to start rubbing up the dirt of a big cow pie.
I see. Well, all I'm saying is that I think Sarah's quite pretty.
And you've barely even met her and hardly spent any time with her at all. But anyways, I'll tell everyone that you're coming back. Drive safely. We're all looking forward to seeing you.
Sure thing, Mom. Thanks for telling everyone. Guess I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, Mom, I just wanted to let you know that I'm about to start heading back to your house now.
Oh, I see. Did you all finish hanging out already? I guess I would have expected you to stay out later with your friends, but then again, I bet some of them do have kids, right? Didn't you tell me one of your friends even had kids in middle school? I guess it really has been some time since you've seen these people.
Yeah, and that's why we decided not to let things run too late. We wanted to make sure everyone could get to bed on time.
I see. Well, then I guess that means that you still haven't had dinner yet, since you're coming home this early. Were you hoping to eat something at home?
Actually, I had a rather late lunch, so I could eat, but I would only want something light. Is there anything like that to eat at your house?
Yes, I think that I could make you something light to eat when you get back home. Maybe just a salad with a little bit of chicken?
Oh, that would be perfect, actually. Yes, please, if it's not too much trouble, could you make me that?
I thought that you might like that. But then again, I am your mother, and I do know best.
Right, well, anyways, I guess I'll just head home now then. But, I just feel like we've been eating really heavy foods the past few days. Are you guys always eating like this? I mean, I just worry it's a bit greasy now.
Well, it's what your brother likes. And between his job and the gym, he moves his body a lot, and so he needs the calories to make up for what he's lost.
Well, I guess that makes sense. But what about Sarah? Does she enjoy eating like this? I just seem to remember her telling me once that really oily foods tend to not sit well with her.
Oh, I don't see why you even bother worrying yourself about someone like Sarah. Anyway, she's out for the night, so she won't even be joining us for dinner.
She's gone out of the night again? I feel like she hasn't been here for a single dinner since I've gotten here.
Yes, I guess if you count it up, it would seem like she really hasn't at all, actually.
Well, do you have any idea where it is that she might be going out all of these nights?
Oh, I'm sure she has lots to keep her busy. Some meetings around town, visiting her family, errands and chores and such.
I guess so, but then why is she going out to do all of this at night?
You know how things can be in a small town like this. I guess she doesn't feel scared at night, and so she's just always keeping herself busy running. It's not like in the city where you can just go out and only think about yourself.
Wow. Well, I guess that certainly is one way to go through life, although I would rather get married to someone in the city.
You know, I doubt that you can even last a week living the kind of life that Sarah does out here. And it's not like the selection of men out here is all that great either.
Right. Well, I guess I'm lucky that I live in a better populated area with a good dating pool then.
And I wish you all the luck in finding the right man in a place like that. But anyways, when are you finally getting home? Just how long are you going to leave this salad here?
Right, I'm almost home. Just a little longer, please. Hey, Sarah, I just wanted to thank you so much for dinner tonight. It was really good. I mean, you really knocked it out of the park with that fish. Did you really make all of that?
Oh, hello, Rena. Yes, I did make everything that we had for dinner, and I'm happy that you enjoyed it all.
I don't think I had any idea that you were such a talented chef. Do you think that you could show me how to cook some of that in the future? I'm actually, well, when it comes to fancier things like that, I don't have quite as much experience.
I think that you should ask your mom to show you how to make some of the dishes that I did. After all, she's a much better cook than I am.
You really think so? Because if I can be honest with you, that was better than anything that my mom has ever made for me. But don't go telling her that. It can be our little secret.
Oh, of course, Rena. I would never ever say something like that to your mom.
Well, that's good to know. By the way, Sarah, I've been meaning to ask you something. I mean, it's been several days since I got here, and I don't think that we've eaten together once. Are you just really busy or something?
Oh yes, that's right. I'm very busy. I'm always having to do things outside of the house.
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to ask you about. Are you always eating out then? Do you dislike eating with the family?
It's nothing like that. I just have a lot of activities in town and at the local community hall, and so I just end up eating around there.
But that's another thing that I was curious about. You see, I was talking to my mom's neighbor, and she told me the community hall doesn't even stay open that late. So if you're not going there, then why aren't you spending your nights in your own home?
What do you mean? I'm not sure I get what you're trying to ask me right now.
Well, I didn't mean to put you out or anything like that. I know that it was a bit of a surprise, me coming to stay here for the week. But I don't want to be the reason why you aren't able to be at your own home. I can pack up my bags and leave early if you'd like.
No, it's nothing like that at all. It isn't that I don't like you. I think that you've been very kind to me and I really enjoy having you around.
Do you really, though? I mean, if that were the case, then why are you always disappearing? I would have really liked to get to spend more time with you while I was here. We should get something to eat sometime.
I don't think that your mother would like or allow that to happen. And since I'm her daughter, of course I have to take all my meals outside.
Wait, what? What do you mean about that last part? I haven't heard about that.
Well, it's just that since I'm the daughter-in-law, I should be spending all the nights outdoors.
I'm sorry, are you telling me that my mom tells you that because you're her daughter-in-law, you're not allowed to be in the house at night?
That's right. That is what your mom told me. I remember I first learned about this rule not long after I'd gotten married to your brother.
But this is crazy. Why would my mom tell you to do something like that? And what about my brother? Surely he has something to say about this, right? He doesn't actually make you go through with this.
No, I'm afraid that your brother Nate always does whatever your mom says to him. He's never once stood up for me or taken my side in this. In fact, anytime I do try to stand up to your mom, it's your brother who is there, ready to knock me down with some awful insult. He tells me I'm a bad wife, or he'll call me ugly and useless.
But then, they're just bullying you. There's nothing else that anyone can call it. You know, before I came here, I asked my mom if she wanted me to bring any souvenirs or treats. She told me that she wanted those macarons that I brought last time. But she also told me that you were the one who asked for them in the first place.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that I know what you're talking about. I certainly don't know anything about any macaroons or anything like that.
But I don't understand. Why would my mom want to lie to me about something as simple as that?
You know, even if I didn't know the kinds of food that you were talking about, I still would have probably never tried them. After all, your mom only ever lets me eat leftovers when I'm allowed to take my meals.
But then, if you eat outside of the house for dinner, then what do you do for breakfast and lunch? In fact, now that you're saying all of this, I'm finally realizing that I've never seen you eat.
Well, your mom only lets me have water for breakfast and lunch.
How are you surviving one meal a day with water? That can't be good for you. I didn't realize that's why you were so skinny.
Yeah, and the doctors have been saying that my blood sugar really has not been good. They say that at this rate, I might not even be able to have children.
I can't believe that my own family is putting you through this. This is just so horrible.
No, you don't have to do anything to be sorry about. I'm the one that should be sorry. I've clearly told you much more than I was supposed to.
No, you should have told me about this. I'm glad that you did. I had no idea that my family was putting you through all of this. I only wish that you told me earlier. Does that mean that they've been treating you like this the whole time and you've just been putting up with it? Why didn't you try asking my brother for a divorce or just run away?
What would be the point? I don't have a job, and so I don't have money. And without any money, I couldn't be on my own for very long. Not to mention that I don't really get along with my parents, so I wouldn't go back to them either. I don't have anywhere to go, even if I could run.
But, I mean, the way that they're treating you, not only is it not right, but they're starving you. If you need a place to go to get away from them, then let me help you. I would love to help you get away from them.
I couldn't ask you to do that. You'd have so much on the line if you helped me. I couldn't ask you to take that risk with your mother and brother. I really will be fine.
You're not going to be giving me any trouble. If anything, you staying in this situation is going to bother me more than trying to get you out. I know that you might be scared because you know that you can't trust my mom or Nate, but you can trust me.
No, dear Sarah. Did you look at the weather forecast for the day? It seems like we might be getting rain. I guess that means that you'll be taking your dinner wet tonight, won't you? Try not to make a mess.
No, actually. Tonight I'm going out to have some pasta for dinner. I won't be needing any dinner at home, thank you.
Excuse me? What in the world are you talking about? Just where are you going to get the money to eat out, huh?
Well, Rena told me that she wanted to take me out for dinner. She told me that there's a nice Italian place that she's been wanting to try in the city. So not only will it be my first time eating out at a fancy restaurant like that, but it'll also be my first time in the city.
Wait a second. You mean that you're going all the way back to the city with Rena? Are you there with her right now?
I am, and you should know that I've told her the truth about our little arrangement. Rena thinks that I should divorce Nate and never come back here. Not only that, but Rena said that she would help me until I can stand up on my own 2 feet. So I am going to be starting my life anew.
You mean that you're really going to leave my son to go and do something so stupid? What is the matter with you? You really need to learn your place in the family, do you know that?
Would you mind getting the divorce papers ready from there? You can just ask Nate to sign on the parts where he needs to, and then send it to Rena. I'll take care of the rest and even pay to have it filed and all of that. Of course, if he wants to try and drag this out, I'm more than happy to sue. So now that I've told you all of that, make sure that Nate knows as well. It sounds like you two will have a lot of talking to do about all of this.
Wait a second. Did you say that you were going to sue us? And just what in the world would be suing us for? You're the one that's just demanding out of the blue for a divorce. If anyone should have to pay, it should be you.
No, that won't be how this is going to go. What's going to happen is that I'm going to sue you for the abuse that you've been putting me through. I have been putting up with your awful ways just to keep my marriage together for a long, long time, and you aren't going to get away with how you've treated me.
But, wait a second. Is this really Sarah? You would normally never talk to me like this. What's gotten into you?
I suppose that Rena gave me the pep talk that I needed to finally stand up to you. I'm not going to be your submissive little daughter-in-law anymore.
You think I'm just going to let you divorce my son and get away with it? You'll never escape.
I don't care what you say. If you ever try to do anything to make me go back to that house, I'll call the police. You wouldn't want that, right? After all, in such a small town, you know exactly how fast the rumors would spread about you. Why would you be made into a pariah overnight?
You won't get away with this. I won't let you get away with this so easily. Rena, are you there? I just want to let you know that I've sent the divorce papers to your address. Is that all you needed from us?
Thank you for doing that. I'll be sure to have these filed right away.
But I still don't understand. Why are you even doing this in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, don't you realize that you're ruining your brother's own marriage? You're going to tear him and his wife apart.
It sounds to me like those two should have never ever been together in the first place. And given the horrible way that you two have treated her, I don't think anyone would blame her for wanting to get away.
Don't you think that just because you've gotten this far that you're out of the woods yet? You are going to be in so much trouble.
I'm sorry, but all I'm doing is helping someone in need. You were practically holding Sarah captive. Now I'm giving her a way out. She is going to stay in the city and start her new life here far away from the two of you.
Are you out of your mind? Do you really think that a girl like Sarah could even survive a week in a place like that? And why is she doing this anyways? She should be grateful to be my son's wife. She's a good-for-nothing nobody, and she'll never make it without family there to guide her.
I really don't think that you have any idea what you're talking about. I already know how strong of a person Sarah is to have to put up with you. But on top of her great personality, she is also just a gorgeous woman. I think she'll do just fine here.
You don't know anything about her. She can't do anything right. She won't be able to take care of herself at all.
I am sure that she is perfectly capable of doing anything that she sets her mind to. If anything, she's already proven that by the years of service she's given you and Nate. So I wouldn't keep underestimating her, because it's only going to make you look bad.
I am only trying to tell you the truth about what you've done. She really is the most useless and helpless woman in the world.
You know what I think, Mom? I think that you and Nate are probably the only ones who actually believe that.
No, it's true. You can't just let a girl like Sarah out into the city. She's going to get picked up by some strange man who's going to treat her even worse than Nate and I. She'll realize soon enough that she was lucky to be with us, and before you know it, she'll come crawling back to us.
Actually, you should know that I've already introduced Sarah to a few of my friends, and she's really been hitting it off with a few of them.
Well, I bet they're all just country bumpkin transplants just like her.
I mean, I'm sure that you'd like to believe that they were, but it's just not the case. In fact, I have friends doing all kinds of things, from working in finance to fashion modeling. And despite all their high-paying jobs, some of the single friends that I introduced to Sarah have really been taken with her.
This can't be happening. Are you telling me that not only is she going to escape, but she's going to end up with someone who could be earning way more than even Nate was?
I mean, I'm actually surprised that someone like Sarah ever even ended up with my brother. It's clear that she's way better than him, and it seems like ever since coming out here to stay with him, that Sarah has been realizing her self-worth as well. And you know what? I think she's really going to thrive here. So thank you for sending the divorce papers. I hope this is the last that we ever have to deal with each other. After that, Sarah continued to live with me for a little while longer. After about a year of her staying with me, Sarah had finally found a stable job and saved up enough money to put money down on an apartment of her own. Of course, even after we stopped living together, we continued to see each other. We made a point to check in once a week and grab lunch or dinner together. Of all the friends that I had tried to set Sarah up with, I shouldn't have been too surprised that Sarah ended up with the one that did modeling. The two of them make such a cute couple. I had a feeling those ladies would get along, and I was glad that my hunch was right. Now they're even talking about getting married. I'm also just happy since that friend is someone that I know is responsible and level-headed. After all that Sarah had been through with my family, I knew that she needed some stability. Without Sarah there to do all the housework, I've heard through the grapevine that things haven't been going well between my mom and Nate. Although I have no idea, nor do I really care, how they're going to solve the issues they have with each other now. All I'm concerned about is that Sarah continues to thrive in the city and stays safe in her new life. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Kennedy, are you able to talk right now?
Hello, Betty. We can talk if you'd like. I'm just taking a break right now, so I have time. What's going on?
Kennedy, starting this year, did you start to go back to work full-time at all?
Yes, I did. I started in January like we'd been talking about before.
Well, the last time we talked, you told me you'd only be working a few times every month. How are things going now? When did you decide to start working there full-time again like that?
After a little while, I was able to start working more and more there, and now I'm getting plenty of hours. So I told my manager that it would be best to just consider me full-time so that I can get all the benefits that come with the title.
Oh, is that right? But are you still able to keep both the housework and your job well balanced? I know that for a lot of people, a workload like that would be too much for them, and they'd get burnt out easily.
That's a good point. Right now, I've only been working when Riley is at preschool. Once preschool is over, I head back home and make sure to get all the cleaning and cooking done. And so far, that hasn't really been making me any more tired than I was before.
But this whole time you had been a housewife. So having to balance work and chores must be tough on you, right? At least in some aspects?
Well, my husband and I make sure to share some of the work at home to even out the load. And so far, that's been working for us best.
What? You're making my son do chores now too?
I'm not making him do the chores or anything. He's been coming and helping me out whenever he finds that he has time to. He even said to me already that he kind of enjoys the comfort of cleaning things up at the end of the day.
I'm starting to think it would be better for you not to work a job right now, though. I feel a little bad for my son now because he has to go out and work all day, only to come home and do the chores with you as well.
But the both of us are working full-time for the most part, and neither of us are complaining about how things are going now.
But Kennedy, Riley is only 5 years old right now. There are days where kids will have fevers and colds out of nowhere, right? You wouldn't want that to affect your work schedule or anything when that happens. Your boss might become upset with you if you're always taking time off to be home.
So far, the company I'm with has told me that on days where I need to stay home, I can work remotely and handle both things at once. I like to think this job I have is far more forgiving to mothers than most. I even have the option of taking a week off to work from home if I need to be around a sick child.
I'm sure right now that may seem all good to you. You're able to live off just my son's income though, right?
We are able to, but anything could happen to us at any time. If there were to be something that happened to him, at least I'd still have a job and be pulling in money. Also, being able to work together right now allows us to save a lot more money for the unknown future. We want to have money saved up for Riley as well as ourselves moving forward.
I told you this back when you started to get back to work. I think that while your kid is still young, it's best for you to be around the house taking care of them and the chores. You can work remotely at times, but most of the time you're going into the office, right?
Well, that is true.
What would you do if something were to happen to Riley while you were at the office?
If something happened, of course I'd be putting Riley's needs over anything else.
But there are times where you won't be able to while at work, right? There may be times where you would rather work than leave to take care of your child. Well, I can see right now, though, that you want to work. And no matter what I try and say, you are dead set on that choice.
I'm sorry for not budging. This job is to help us have some emergency funds and things like that in the future. And I've been working for this company for a very long time now, and I love it here. So if I can, I'd love to continue working here a lot longer.
Well, so be it. I understand how you feel about that job now. It must be that my kind of thinking is too old for this new world, right?
No, that's not what I meant by all of that. I can totally understand where you're coming from, Betty. I think it's a very important thing to be around your kid while they're still very young, and I think all moms are aware of that.
You don't have to worry about my feelings, Kennedy. I'd like you just to forget about everything I said, all right?
What? What do you mean?
I understand the truth now, okay? And I realize that it's not right for me to sit here criticizing the life you live. I'm sorry for all the comments about how you handle things at home.
No, you don't have to be sorry for that. I totally understand that you've just been worried about our situation here.
Actually, my son has already gotten upset with me once over the comments I made about the lifestyle you're living there. If I continue to do this to you, then he's going to end up hating me.
I don't think he'd ever hate you. We both understand that you're just trying to look out for us and that you would like for us to hear your opinions is all. Please know that we are all caring for Riley and that we will continue to make Riley number one in this family.
Thank you, Kennedy. Hearing that you understand where I come from really helps me feel better. Now, good luck with both your job and your household chores. I won't say anything else about you working a job, so please relax now. Kennedy, I heard this from my son. In 2 days, you have this very important event for work, right?
That's correct. But I told them I couldn't make it, so don't worry. Riley caught a cold as well, so we've been relaxing with one another at home. I'll stay home until things are better and the cold is gone.
Is that really okay? That's a very important job for you, right?
It is important to me, but that day my husband will be out of town for work as well. I would never be able to leave Riley at home all day while I go to work as well.
But you've been putting in all that hard work there, so isn't it kind of a waste that you don't go? Kennedy, you can leave Riley with me if you want to go to that event.
No, I can't do that. I don't want to trouble you with my family at all.
You wouldn't be troubling me, though. I want to see my grandbaby as well.
But we've decided that I need to prioritize Riley over anything else, including work. Times like this are when I should stay home from work and be there for Riley, right?
So you're still thinking about what I said to you a month ago, right? Well, ever since then, I have been talking to all kinds of people that have worked full-time jobs alongside their husband. They told me that there were always a lot of things going on at home and that having a balanced work and home was a difficult task. So, I've been thinking it would be a good idea for me to be around more to help you out with the housework. I will watch over Riley so you can get to that work event in 2 days. Please.
Betty, are you really okay with doing that for me?
Of course I am. I live close enough to you guys that I can be over to your house anytime. So please, let me help you at times like these. But I'm sorry. It's probably because I was against you having a full-time job as well at first, and that made it hard for you to ask for help from me, right?
No, I've also thought that I had to do everything I could to take care of Riley with my own strength is all. Like you were saying, kids can become sick at any moment and we need to be there for them as mothers. And I don't think I need to hire a babysitter or anything like that just yet for Riley.
Well, a babysitter would be a stranger, right? I'm family and am far more trustworthy. So please, leave Riley to me.
Thank you so much, Betty. To be honest with you, I was really looking forward to going to this event.
That's what I was thinking. I had heard all about it from my son. When you were asked to go to that event and represent your company, you were so happy about it, right? That's why I thought it would be best for me to text you and let you know that I can take care of Riley for you. I understand that before I was really annoying about not wanting you to work all the time. But now, I think this would be a good chance for me to come and see my grandkid, while also helping out the family.
That is so kind of you to think that.
You don't have to praise me for that. Now, how is Riley doing at the moment? You said it's a cold, but is there a fever as well?
The fever has gone down quite a bit since this morning. And I'm thinking in a few days Riley will be able to eat normal food again.
I see. Then I'll make sure that the two of us just sit back and relax there. We'll just watch some movies and play with some toys, and try not to move around too much.
Is it really okay for me to ask you to handle all of that? You must have had plans of your own before hearing about this, right?
Hey, you don't have to keep asking me if this is all right or not okay. I will take good care of Riley, so just relax. I didn't have any plans before, and I was just going to be sitting around my house anyway. I also have a lot of experience after raising my son, so please, let me take good care of Riley while you're gone.
Well then, thank you very much for this, Betty. I'm going to start preparing some food for dinner now. If you have any other questions about the house or Riley, please let me know. I might not always be able to take any calls, but if you just text me, I'll make sure to get back to you.
Sounds good. And if there's anything else you want to tell me about before you go, or even while you're on that trip, you just text me as well. I plan to do the chores and anything else you need done while you're gone.
You don't have to do all of that. Just make sure that Riley is safe and happy, and that'll be more than enough for us. Once again, thank you for the help, Betty. I'll send you my schedule once I get it from the company, so that you're aware of where I'm at and when I'll be getting home.
Kennedy, there's something I'd like to ask you.
Caroline, has something happened?
When I met with you yesterday, you had said your daughter was sick, right?
Well, that's right, but today she should be fully recovered from that cold she had. And her fever was even gone, so we assumed that she'd be able to go back to preschool again.
I know that you normally have a neighbor come and take care of things at your house if you're not home. But this time, you've done something really ridiculous. Honestly, I can't even begin to understand why someone like you would do this.
What? What are you talking about?
Stop trying to play dumb here. What are you doing to your daughter? I'm going to call the police right now.
The police? Right now, Riley should be with my mother-in-law at the house, so what's happened to them? I'm not really sure why you'd call the police on them.
She's with your mother-in-law? So you're not even at your house right now?
That's right. Right now, I'm at a work event and won't be home for some time. So my mother-in-law should be taking care of Riley while I'm out of town.
I'm so sorry, Kennedy. I thought that you were around with Riley. Come home immediately, please. Your daughter is on the balcony right now.
What? Riley's on the balcony?
Yes, I was just opening all the windows to my house a second ago, but then I started to hear this really loud crying from your house. I went over to have a look and see if it was Riley, and that's when I saw her up on your balcony screaming her head off. And she's not even wearing any clothing right now.
You're kidding me. What's going on now?
I ran back to my house because I panicked and immediately started to text you. I thought this was your doing, so that's why I was all upset with you. But if you're not going home right now, that would mean your mother-in-law was the one that locked Riley out there.
Caroline, I'm coming home right now. Can you please call the police for me while I come home? Thank you so much for telling me about this.
No, I'm sorry for being angry at you like that. I'm not going to be able to do much for Riley until the police arrive, but I'll try and give her a blanket or something to wrap up in. Please, be careful on your way home. Kennedy, you're so mean. What the hell were you thinking calling the police like that? I had to be taken in for questioning and everything after they placed me under arrest.
Betty, I never thought you'd talk to me again after what you've done. Do you not even feel sorry for what you've done to my daughter?
I just put Riley out there as a way of punishing her. It's her fault for acting out towards me. And I was only going to leave her out on the balcony for 30 minutes as punishment. Why would you have the police call on me for having her out there for only 30 minutes? And you ended up having your neighbors get involved, all right?
Riley is only 5 years old, Betty. Yet you put her out in the cold like that? And weren't the two of you just supposed to be taking things easy while I was away?
It's her fault for not listening to an adult like me. I was being so kind to her, yet she never listened to anything I asked. All that came out of her mouth was sass. That's proof that you're not raising that girl correctly.
No, it is not. Riley is a very kind and cute little girl.
If she was such a kind little girl, then she wouldn't be doing things that got her placed outside the house.
I heard about what had happened from Riley. You were telling her to start telling me to quit my job, weren't you? But she didn't want to say things that she didn't think to me, so she kept saying no to you, right? And that's why you took her while she was naked and forced her onto the balcony as punishment. That's what she told me.
You're believing what a 5-year-old is telling you? She was making the whole dang house a mess while I was there and commanding me to clean it all up for her. Did she tell you about that? That's why she needed to be punished.
I will not have you believing the lies she's telling you.
There also happens to be a bruise on her chest. Was that from you, Betty?
What are you talking about now? I don't remember her ever getting a bruise there.
Stop. I already know what happened. I am no longer going to allow you anywhere near my daughter again, and that's final. And my husband has been saying he's cutting ties to you, so don't even bother trying to talk to any one of us anymore.
He's cutting ties to me? What are you saying? You guys are the ones that should be apologizing to me, yet you still think that I'm in the wrong here? I was trying to be supportive of you both working at the same time, and that's why I took time out of my day to go and watch your daughter.
Even if we should be thankful for that, I never asked you to lock my daughter out on the balcony with no clothing on. I don't care if she was misbehaving around you. You do not put a child of any age out on the balcony like that in the freezing cold without any clothes on.
You're only saying that because you spoil the kid, right? I did that to her because she was being bad. I do not have time to be dealing with the police right now, so don't start making such a big deal out of this. The police were all upset with me even. They never thought they would have to take a call and come to such an idiotic case.
From what I was told, the police were trying to explain to you how idiotic you were being by putting a 5-year-old on the balcony like that and not giving a single crap about it. I don't think you completely understand what's happened here, Betty. Do not, ever, come around my family again.
You hold it right there. There is no reason to be cutting ties to me, right? I am your husband's mother of all people.
Don't ever try calling or texting us again. And right now, in order to stay away from you, we're thinking of moving to a new house.
What about Dad then? Even if you cut ties to me, you're still going to keep in touch with him, right?
We plan to, yes.
Then everything will be all right. I'm sure I'll figure out through him where you guys move to next. I can even go to my son's work to talk with him there as well.
And if you ever do show up to his office, he said he'll call the police on you again and have a restraining order placed on you. Also, your husband is thinking of divorcing you right now, Betty.
Huh? What are you going on about now? There's no way my husband would want to divorce me right now, right?
Right now, your husband isn't at your house, right? That's because he's here with us right now talking to his son about the divorce.
Hold on a second. Why does he think he needs to divorce me?
Because you put his grandchild out onto our balcony all naked in the freezing cold. And I don't think he's going to forgive you for doing something like that to his grandchild.
I've told you already it was me punishing her.
Even if it was punishment, you should still understand that there are things you should never be doing to a child. It's still winter right now. Thank God our neighbor was able to go outside and see that Riley was out there freezing. But had she not, who knows what would have happened to her? Then you would have been in a lot worse trouble with the police and might even be in prison right now.
Well, back when I was raising your husband, that was the way we punished our children.
Well, if that's the case, then your husband should be agreeing with what you did. But right now, he's telling us that you took things way too far there.
I get it already. I'm sorry for being too strict towards your daughter. Can you please tell my husband to rethink divorcing me and forgive what happened?
I would like you to ask that of your husband yourself, Betty. And there's no need apologizing to my daughter anymore. You're never going to be seeing her again, so she doesn't need anything from you.
I'm telling you that I want to apologize to her, though.
Well, you've done something that's unforgivable, so an apology will only be wasting all of our time. I can't even forgive you after that because I thought I could really trust you with my daughter. I'm not sure what's going to end up happening between you and your husband, but my family will be cutting all ties with you and will never see you again.
I'm so sorry, Kennedy.
So you really weren't okay with me working a full-time job as well then? You were so against it that you'd try and wrap my child up in your plan to get me to quit?
You have it all wrong there. I really put her out on the balcony like that because she was being selfish. That's all. Believe me, please.
Shut up already, you asshole. We already know the truth, and you're not going to be able to change it. I am never going to trust you again, so just frickin' stop. Honestly, I was an idiot for trusting you in the first place. Because after just one time of me letting you take care of Riley for me, things turned out so badly that I'm afraid of you now. I will never ask anything from you again, nor will I ever talk to you again. There will never be another day where I trust you with anything. Right after that, my family and I moved to a new house and found a new place a town over that seemed to suit us well. Next year, Riley will be going to kindergarten and everything, and this area happens to have a really good school system that will really suit her. Now, let's get to talking about what happened with my in-laws after that very upsetting incident. I have to admit, it was a bit disappointing that my mother-in-law wasn't actually put in jail for her actions. But she was written up by the police and would now be getting contacted by them regularly to make sure she wasn't causing any other trouble. Also, after we had moved, my father-in-law went and got divorced from my mother-in-law. And after that, she was completely quiet about everything as my father-in-law moved out of that house. Apparently, once she realized the divorce wasn't just some lie from me and that her husband was very serious and even brought a lawyer along, there was nothing else she could do but sit and agree to the conditions. She got to keep the house and all of that, along with some of her husband's money, but she was never allowed to come and see my family again, nor was she allowed to go anywhere near my husband's office. That was a part of the legal agreements in the divorce, and if she broke either one of those rules, she would be taken to court and have to pay my father-in-law and my family a large fine. My husband and I were told about these rules by my father-in-law, and we both think this is the right step to be taking with her. The rest of the family has also been made aware of what's happened and the rules that have been made, so we're pretty sure she won't be causing any more problems for us. Both my husband and his father have no plans of ever forgiving her for everything she's done, and I'm going to leave that choice up to them in the future, in case they ever want to give her another chance. Of course, my father-in-law didn't move too far away from my mother-in-law, and told us he's keeping a close eye on her and will let us know if she's up to anything outside her house. We've told him, though, that if he ever does want to just forget about her and leave, he's more than welcome to move into our house with us and we'll take good care of him. But he said he still feels responsible for her and will continue to watch her until one of them isn't around anymore, as a way of protecting both his son and I and his granddaughter. We are never going to forget what she had done to our little girl. And there's probably never going to be a day where she's able to see us in person again. We are actually hoping that because of this outcome, she'll regret everything she's done for the rest of her life and will continue to leave us alone. When things come to my job, I've started to settle down a little again. In order to be home with my daughter, as I'm not trusting anyone else to watch her inside my home. I just want to be with my daughter for a while until all the wounds she received from my mother-in-law have healed. Had my husband and I never allowed her around the family in the first place, though, something like this would have never happened. I still do want to leave the house and work full-time again at times, but I'm going to wait until my daughter is older and can take care of herself more. I will make sure that she's ready for anything before I leave her home alone or with any strangers. So once my daughter is healed up and happy again, my husband and I will begin raising her to be an even more kind and independent girl, so that we know she'll be all right while we're out of the house. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey there, Joe. I just wanted to let you know that I was going to be sending you the check for Rosalie's graduation money. I know it's just a little bit late, but better that than never, right?
Oh, Mom, are you sure? You know you really don't have to do that if you don't want to.
Of course I'm sure. My granddaughter worked so hard to get through school, and I think she deserves it.
Okay then. Thank you so much. I know that she's really going to appreciate it.
I mean, I just can't believe that she's finally out of preschool and is going to start elementary school. Where does the time go?
I feel you there. I remember taking her from the hospital, and now she's going to be a first grader. Is this what it was like with me?
Something like that, to be sure. You blink and then all of a sudden your little baby is a full-grown adult. I remember taking you home from the hospital too, you know.
Well, that certainly says something. But it's true though. They do grow up and get big so quickly. And now we'll have to figure out a new food budget and buying school supplies. It feels like we signed up for some kind of expensive subscription service or something like that.
Yes, I remember when it was time to take you back to school shopping. But if you're worried about money, maybe I could include a little bit of money for you in what I was going to send.
Really? You mean it? That would be incredibly helpful.
Of course, but just make sure that it all goes towards getting Rosalie what she needs to start school.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that. There is so much that we need to get ready for her. Maybe we can even afford to buy her a little desk of her own to have in her room and study. Oh, wow. This is really going to change everything. Thank you so much, Mom.
Like I said, I remember how stressful of a time the start of the school year was. And I just remember being surprised by all the little things we had to buy for you. So hopefully this helps. And if there's any money left over afterwards, make sure to buy something nice for Rosalie, like a toy or something from me, okay?
I'll be sure to do that. I know that she'll really appreciate that.
Well, okay then. I'll go ahead and let you know when the checks are in the mail. We'll talk again soon. Have a good day, son.
Wait, just one more thing. I had something that I wanted to ask you, Mom. A favor.
You wanted to ask a favor from me. What is it?
Well, I was wondering if you would just put a little extra money on top of all that so we can afford to buy Rosalie a new backpack too. I really hope that's not asking for too much.
Well, I guess I can do that. But do I need to be the one who pays for all of that?
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's just that hasn't your wife's parents sent any money to either of you for Rosalie? I just don't want to overstep my boundaries as a grandparent and take away from a chance for them to do something.
Oh, I see what you're worried about. But there really isn't anything to be concerned about whatsoever.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, of course. Actually, I was going to ask Helena's parents to help with the backpack, to be honest. But then I thought better not to. Helena told me that her parents are going through some financial troubles right now, and it seemed wrong to ask for something.
Oh, I see. Well, yes, I suppose you're probably right about that. There's no need to make them feel pressure to buy anything if they're in dire straits. But if that's the case, then I don't have any problem in helping you get her a backpack.
Thank you so much. We would do it ourselves, but our budget is just really tight right now. And for some reason, kids' backpacks are just so expensive.
Well, I guess it sounds like everyone is having some economic trouble these days. Do you really not have any spare money at all?
If I can be honest with you, we're having a bit of trouble. And I've seen some backpacks go as high as $600, and I just don't really think we can spare that much right now.
You mean that between the two of you, you don't have that much money? I thought that you both were working, no?
Well, the thing is that Helena is just really bad at saving money. She is always buying fancy handbags, perfumes, clothes, and stuff like that.
Oh, really? I had no idea that your wife was such a shopaholic. I have to say that I'm kind of surprised. She really didn't strike me as that kind of person at all.
I know, but to be honest with you, her and I have been having some issues. I think things are starting to get quite bad between us, and it just seems like Helena has no intention of stopping.
I see. Well, do you think it's possible that she's stressed from the pressures of raising children? I certainly hope that you're doing your fair share of work around the house and child rearing. After all, you do both work, remember?
Hey, I'm not saying that I'm the perfect husband or anything, but I always try and do my fair share of work. If anything, it's Helena that needs to step it up around the house a little.
You really mean that? She doesn't help out at all?
Anytime we might have a chance to do some work around the house, she always just conveniently disappears. And then when she shows back up at the house, she always has a shopping bag on her arms. Honestly, it's starting to really become an issue.
Wow. It sounds to me like she's using shopping as a kind of coping mechanism or something like that. But I do hope that this is all just a passing phase that will stop when she gets this out of her system. I suppose I knew people who acted this way when I was younger. Even I was guilty of splurging now and then.
Really? Even you? That's kind of surprising to hear, actually.
Well, it was just that your father made quite a bit of money in those days. And I guess I just didn't have the incentive to learn how to spend better or smarter. It took a while, but eventually your father and I settled into stable buying patterns and were less concerned with always shopping.
I see. And do you mind if I ask what it was that caused you and Dad to calm down?
Well, I think we just realized that we were being wasteful. Not only that, but we need to realize we should be focusing more of our energy on raising you.
I see. I guess that all makes sense when you put it like that.
But anyways, I say all that to make the point that I'm sure this will pass for Helena. Until then, you just need to make sure that she's not overspending and push you all into the red. If that was happening, then I think we would have to come up with another approach to this issue of yours.
Hey Mom, I'm really sorry, but do you think I can ask you for a little help?
Help? What do you mean? What is it that I can help you with?
Well, I actually was just wondering if you can send us a little more money. And if possible, I'd prefer a large amount of money.
Don't tell me that things haven't improved for you at all financially. The last time we were talking, you were telling me about your money problems. What do you think the problem is? Is it overspending? Are you not making enough money?
Well, I would never complain about making more money, but Helena is just still spending everything we have.
There you go talking about Helena again. What is she doing this time?
Well, I told you how she was doing a lot of shopping, and that was only one reason we were having money problems. In fact, at this point, I think she might just be trying to scam me.
Scammed? You really mean she's just after your money and doesn't care about anything else?
Right. The thing is that Helena actually quit her job, so then I was extra worried about how to afford to take care of everyone. But Helena still wasn't slowing down on the spending, even then.
So you mean that even though she's quit her job, she's still spending as if you have two incomes?
Exactly. Not only that, but she's been leaving all of the housework and child rearing to me while she goes out on her shopping spree. I barely even get to spend $1 a day on myself.
You can barely afford to give yourself $1 a day? How do you even live like that?
Well, I've been buying mostly instant ramen to eat for lunch at work. And also sometimes I skip eating dinner as well. And even then, there are some days where I'm eating even less than that.
So you're really telling me that your monthly food budget for yourself is never greater than about $30?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's horrible, son. I wish that you would have come to me about this problem sooner. But I'm really just shocked that your wife hasn't stopped her shopping at all to think about the effect it could be having.
I know. I've actually tried to talk to her about this before, but she just gets so mad at me. I even tried to talk to her just a few days ago, and the same thing happened. She's gotten so mad before she even hit me, so I really just don't try to bring it up at all now.
I don't even know what to say right now. I had no idea that Helena was that kind of person. She always seemed like such a sweet, kind, and caring person.
Well, she's always like that when you or others are around, but the truth is that she's a bully who loves to shop, and I really need your help.
Okay, I understand. How about I start by sending you about $3,000? Will that be okay?
I think that that's going to keep us afloat for the time being, yes? But please don't say a word about any of this to Helena at all, okay? I don't even want to think about how she would react if she found out.
But if no one says anything to her, then this is just going to continue, right? That isn't something that you want to happen, is it, Joe?
I don't know what other choice I have. I'm not that far up the company ladder, and I still have got a small child to take care of. I just don't have that much leeway to think about anything else but working and taking care of the kid. You're the only one giving me any kind of breathing room, Mom. But I swear that I'll try to think a way out of this when I have a chance.
Okay. I hope you can do that. In the meantime, I'll send over the money right away. Please go and get yourself a real meal to eat.
Thank you so much, Mom. You don't know how happy I am that I can actually count on someone like you.
Hello, Carmen. It's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I'm really sorry to be messaging you out of the blue like this, but I was just curious if my husband came to you asking for help.
Oh, Helena. It really has been a while, hasn't it? You want to know if Joe has come asking me for help? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What kind of help?
Well, you may have heard about our family's financial troubles, so I was wondering if you didn't give him some money recently.
Oh. Well, where did you hear about these financial troubles?
Well, I guess it helps when Joe and I live under the same roof. It isn't hard to see that things have gotten tighter for us.
You think so?
Carmen, I'll be honest with you. You're not a very good liar. And you did give Joe money, didn't you?
Well, I suppose there is no use in trying to hide the truth now. But yes, if you must know, I gave Joe some money because he asked for it.
I knew it.
And I am sorry for not saying anything about this to you sooner. But from my understanding, you are partially to blame for these money troubles. Not only that, but Joe has told me all about the horrible things you've done to him.
Wait, what? What are you talking about, Carmen?
Please don't play dumb with me. I know about how you've been spending all my son's money as if it were unlimited. Did you know that all your spending has led to Joe not even being able to afford to eat some days? I just felt so awful for him. And that's why I sent him money.
And I take it that you heard all of this from Joe himself, yes?
That's right. He told me all that I need to know about you. Like how you forced him to take care of the house and raise Rosalie all by himself. At first, I thought that you might have been shopping as a way to get rid of stress of being a new parent. But even so, it's clearly gone much too far as things stand now.
I see. So these are all the things that my husband has been telling you. Well, please, let me be the first to tell you that I haven't been doing anything like that at all. Especially not spending heaps of money that I don't have.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to tell me that my son was lying to me about all of this?
Well, have you done anything to confirm any of the things that he was saying about me?
And just how would I even begin to confirm those things?
Well, I think it would just be easier if we met in person to talk about this. Would you mind if I came over to talk?
I suppose that's fine, yes. But what is this all about? What's going on here?
I just think that it's going to be easier to explain everything once we've met in person. But I think you deserve to know the truth, and that's why I have to show you.
Very well then. If you want to talk to me in person, why don't you come over tomorrow around noon?
Perfect. I will be sure to be over around then. And please, don't say a word of this to Joe.
Hey there, Mom. I'm really sorry to ask again, but I need some more money. Helena just won't stop sending everything I have, and I just don't know what to do anymore.
You want more money from me? I'm sorry, but the answer is no. I'll happily give money to either Helena or Rosalie, though, but I have no intention of giving you even another cent.
Wait, what do you mean you'll give money to them but not to me? What are you talking about?
Well, after all, it's not like you need any money. You have plenty of it already, don't you?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mom. But I have told you about how she was taking all of the money. I don't have a single cent to my name. I could hardly even afford to eat lunch. Remember?
I think you've got it all backwards, son.
Backwards? What do you mean by that? I still don't get it.
I mean that the one who is taking and spending everyone else's money is you, isn't it? And you've been putting all of the housework and child rearing on Helena as well. You've been taking advantage of your family, including me, to take care of you.
Mom, you don't actually believe any of what you're saying, right? I mean, you don't really think that I'm the bad guy here, right?
How do you explain to me then why your wife and daughter both look like they're starving, huh? Not to mention the fact that their clothes are all tattered and it looks like they haven't had a real haircut in who knows when.
Wait a second. You saw Helena and Rosalie?
That's right. They were at my house not that long ago, and I was just shocked by their appearance when they arrived.
I get it. This is all part of her plan. Don't you get it? Helena made her and Rosalie look like that so she could try to cover her own tracks with all her spending. That's what's going on here.
And you really think that Helena lost all that weight just to talk to me? Can you just cut this out and tell me the truth already?
Well, okay. The thing is that the two of them were both sick with stomach bugs for a couple of weeks, and that's why they lost so much weight. But I haven't been stealing money from Helena or anything like that.
And have you been doing anything to help the two members of your family who were sick and wasting away?
I didn't do anything to them, if that's what you're asking. Why can't you see that Helena is just lying to you? How could you not believe me, what I'm trying to tell you?
So you're still not going to come clean to me, huh? I had to say that I'm just very disappointed in you, Joe.
Mom, please. You have no idea what you're talking about right now. What's happened? Why have you turned against me?
That is exactly what I want to know. How did my sweet boy end up such a horrible man? Anyways, Helena and Rosalie are going to be staying with me for the time being. I'm not letting them go back home to you.
Mom, what the heck is going on over there? I just got a call from Helena, and she told me she wanted a divorce and was going to try to take me to the cleaners with alimony. I don't believe this. How did it all come to this?
Are you really so shocked that she would do something like this after all you've done to her?
What are you talking about, Mom? I literally didn't do anything at all.
Well, if you must know, I was the one who told her to leave you. I told her that for the kid of your child and herself, that she would have to. I am going to make sure that the girls are taken care of and that you never do anything to her again.
This doesn't make any sense though. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you tearing my family apart?
You brought this upon yourself and you know it. I mean, really, do you have no sense of shame? And what is this I hear about you quitting your job too? Don't you realize that if Helena ever decided to leave you, that would be the end of you? Not that anyone could blame her for wanting to do so.
You really don't mean that, do you, Mom?
Of course I do. I am just so ashamed of you.
I can't believe that you're really just going to let me take all the blame for this. This isn't fair at all.
Oh, you don't have all of the blame. As your mother, I can't help but feel some level of responsibility over this. And that's why I promised Helena that she would have my backing, no matter the choice she made for herself.
But what about the money? You didn't really tell her to try to take me for everything that I have, did you?
Personally, I think that if you get away with this only having to pay money, that you'll be very lucky. I mean, just think of what you put your own poor daughter through. This isn't something you can just apologize away, you know.
But if Helena takes my money, then I'll have nothing at all. Not a single cent.
Yes, I suppose this means you'll have to start working again, won't you? And I imagine a cut of every paycheck you got would have to go to Helena in some way. But those are more details for her to work out with her lawyer. The lawyer whose services I'm paying for, of course. I want to make sure Helena has all the support she needs when she takes you to court. There's going to be nowhere for you to run and hide.
Wait, but then how long am I going to have to keep paying for her?
Don't you know how child support works? You'll keep sending Helena money until Rosalie is 18 years old. But you know, you might be able to get a head start on your savings if you get rid of some of your video games. It sounds like you'll need every dollar you can get.
Please, you have to tell her to stop. She can't just leave me like this. It isn't right.
And what's not right about it? The only thing that I can see that isn't right here is that you've been leeching off your wife while contributing nothing. So you've got some nerve to talk about what is and isn't fair and isn't right. Honestly, did you really not think anything was going to come of treating your own family this way? In fact, I don't even want you to call me mom anymore. You are no son of mine. I was ready to stand by your side through any adversity you were going through, but you took advantage of that kindness and lied to me. You tricked me so that I would turn a blind eye to the mistreatment you were showing your own wife and kids. I don't think I've ever been this angry or disappointed.
Mom, I'm sorry. I never should have lied to you.
I thought I told you to stop calling me your mom. It's clear now that you've always been the one with the spending issue, not your wife. You were the one spending all your family's money, including mine, and not leaving anything for Helena or Rosalie. After all this is done, I never ever want to hear from you ever again. Do you understand me? About an hour later, Joe was at my house, banging on the door and begging me to let him see his wife and kids. He even slid an envelope with $3,000, the amount I had let him earlier, under the door. But I took the envelope and didn't say a single word to him. Of course, I wasn't scared, because I asked some neighbors and family to be there at my house in case Joe tried anything. He didn't burst down my door or anything like that, but I take that as a sign that he realized he's lost. After that, he had to find a job and start working again in order to pay all the money he ended up owing Helena. Although the court was also ordered a restraining order for Joe against Helena and Rosalie. After all that, I told Joe that he was being removed from my will. With no one on his side, and even me, his mother, turning my back on him, I heard that Joe became a very depressed person. He dedicated himself to paying off all the legal fees as fast as possible. He even got the court to agree to allow him to pay all his child support in one lump sum. After that, he packed his bags and moved, never to be heard from again. I still feel bad that the things had to end the way that they did, but I'm glad that while I may have lost a son, I've gained a daughter and granddaughter in a way that I hadn't before. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.
Hey Frida, how's it going? I just wanted to check and see that you've already started your lunch break for the day.
Hello there, Eric. Yes, actually. I just got up from my desk right now. Why do you ask? Is something the matter?
Well, I just was actually kind of in the area where you work and was wondering if you wanted to grab some lunch with me. I know of a really good place near here that I was thinking of going to.
Oh, well, that's very thoughtful of you to invite me, but I actually brought my own lunch today.
You brought your own lunch? As in from home?
I did actually, yes. I've been trying to bring more food from home lately.
Oh, well, that's great. Maybe we can eat your lunch together outside. I would just love to try a bit of your cooking. I'll be something for myself nearby, of course.
Hold on just a minute. The thing is that I actually brought my lunch in today because I have to sit on a meeting right now.
Wait, what? But I thought you just said you were on your lunch break. You mean they're really making you work on your break? Have you ever thought about changing jobs or something like that? I know some people who are hiring that I can introduce you to. I know plenty of people who would love to have a worker like you under them.
Again, I really appreciate the consideration, but I'm actually very satisfied with where I'm working. Actually, there's a lot of young moms working here, so we kind of had a little community here. I mean, even this meeting is also just going to have sharing the office gossip and half getting down to business, if I can be honest.
I see. Well, darn. That really stinks. I was hoping that since I was so close to your office already, that you would really want to go out with me today. But I guess not.
Yeah, I'm sorry the timing didn't work out. Maybe we can arrange for something at another day.
I know, but I just wish that our business was close together like they used to. I haven't seen you since our companies finished their last project together. I think about you a lot, you know.
Right. Well, I suppose we can't really do much, but wait until our works propose some kind of collaboration again.
Oh, right. That actually reminds me. I have some tickets for baseball this weekend, and I was wondering if you'd be interested at all going with me.
Eric, I think that we've talked about this, but the fact of the matter is that I just don't have that much time to myself. You know that I'm a single mother, so when I'm not at work, I'm trying to spend as much time with my daughter as possible.
Of course I understand that. That's why I made sure to get tickets for her as well. So does that mean that we can all go to the game together?
Eric, I'm sorry, but that wasn't the point I was trying to make.
Well, then I guess I'm just a little confused. What is the point you're trying to make?
I'm just trying to say that you're a stranger to my daughter. I'm not quite sure how she would react if I told her that we were suddenly to go to a baseball game with some man she's never met before.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're worried that your daughter is going to be a little nervous meeting someone new for the first time. Well, there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure that she'll get used to me over time.
Over time? Now I'm the one that's confused. Just what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean that this baseball game is only going to be the first of our many adventures together. I mean, I know that things are hard for you as a single mother right now, but that's why I'm going to step in as your husband and daughter's father.
Okay, hold on just a second there. It's only been a few years since my husband and Jane's father has passed away. To both of us, he's still the only person with those roles in our lives. So, I'm sorry, but you aren't going to be able to just take that place as if nothing has happened.
Oh, come on. There's no need to play the grieving wife anymore. Don't you get that? I'm trying to help you out here. I mean, you can't pretend like having a full-time job and taking care of a child is easy, right? Now, I know that we may not be related by blood, but I'm ready to be a father to your daughter. I know that this would work if you just give me a chance.
Eric, what I was trying to say earlier is that while I am taking care of my daughter, I'm really just not that interested in seeing other people.
But, I mean, isn't one of the joys of being a single mother getting to start dating again? I don't see what's wrong with anything that I've said. I'm just trying to make sure that you haven't given up on enjoying life. I mean, you're already in your 30s, right? You need to start thinking about your future, don't you think?
I don't think there's anything wrong with finding love after losing one's husband. It's just not for me right now. Anyways, I feel like we're just starting to talk in circles now, but I hope that we can maintain good relations as business partners.
But I want to be more than that. I want to be your partner and help you.
And I am grateful for the consideration, but I'm respectfully asking you to drop this. Anyways, this meeting is starting soon, so I've got to go.
Hey there, Frida. I was just curious about what you're up to right now.
Hello, Eric. I'm on the way home from work right now. Can I help you with something?
Well, I was going to give you a present, but then I found out that you left already for the day. I found out that you take the bus to work, but do you mind telling me what stop you get off at? I can just go and deliver it to you myself.
Eric, I know that you've already followed me home before. You know what stop it is, but I really would rather just go home without seeing you.
You mean that you don't even want to know at all what kind of present I have for you?
I really am not that interested in all, to be honest. I also just don't feel comfortable accepting a present like this from a man I don't really have any connection with.
What are you talking about? You said so yourself. Remember? We're business partners. Of course there's a connection. Besides, did you let someone else from your office give you a stuffed animal to give to your daughter? I made him tell me all about it. So why does he get to give you stuff but I can't?
Well, that's because Tim works at the same office as me and we get along well. Additionally, he happened to meet Jane one day when I had to bring her to the office.
Hold on a second. You're not dating this Tim guy, are you? Because you know that I'd be a much, much better partner for you than he would. Besides, isn't he like 6 years younger than you are?
Eric, you really need to stop leaping to conclusions about my life. I mean, not only is it rude to me, it's also rude to Tim, who is married. We really are just co-workers that get along well with each other.
But that still doesn't answer my question as to why he can give you a gift and I can't. I mean, the gift isn't even for you. It's for your daughter.
But you only bought the present because you have feelings for me, isn't that right?
Look, it's a present for your daughter, and that's it. It has nothing to do with you.
I really am not so sure about that. But either way, Jane is my daughter, and it's my decision. And I don't think she wants to receive a present from someone who she has never met anyway. Now, I would really appreciate if you only contact my number to talk about work matters from here on out. If you don't, then I'll have to report this behavior to your boss.
I'm sorry to say, but my company isn't going to do anything about actions that I might be taking outside of work. They have no right to tell me how I can or can't talk to people in my personal life.
Well, I don't really think this is a personal matter. The only reason I know you at all is through work, and we only ever met once.
But we went out to get food, didn't we?
You told me that it was company meal to celebrate the end of the project. But when I got to the restaurant, it was just you. And to be honest, I find it a little scary just how much you're pursuing me. And now, all I want to do is go home and spend time with my daughter.
But you two get to spend so much time together anyways, right? So I just don't get why I can't take up some of your time too.
I'm afraid that isn't a decision for you to make. Now please, just leave me alone.
All I wanted to do was talk to you and take you out on a date. I don't get why you're being so mean to me right now. Don't you get that I like you? I mean, I really, really like you. I want to be your husband and Jane's father. Don't you get that?
That is exactly why I don't want anything to do with you. You hardly know me.
But I know that you're a single mother and that I can make you and your daughter happy. You should just forget about that dead husband of yours and be with me. You know that I'll make you happy, don't you?
Look, my daughter and I are happy enough together, and we don't need someone else in our life. So how about you just forget all about me, okay?
So you mean that you only want to talk to me while you're at work then?
Not even close. I don't want to talk to you at all unless the circumstances are forcing it. But I simply want you in my life as little as possible.
But you don't even know how good I'll make things for you. Please, you have to at least go on a date with me. You owe me at least that much.
Look, I'm really busy right now, and I don't have time for this. So please, just leave me alone, okay?
But I just want to make you happy. Why can't you see that?
Hey, Mom, are you there? I kind of need to talk to you right now. This is your number, right? Sorry, are you sure you have the right number? I don't know anyone who would call me Mom. Mom, it's me, Molly. We've never ever met before, but I'm bleeding from my head. You have to come and help me. I'm really sorry, but I have no idea who you are, and my daughter Jane is right here next to me. Please stop sending me messages. If this is a prank, I'm not finding it funny. It's not a prank at all, though. I really am your daughter. I swear. Do you mind if I ask where you even got this number from in the first place? Because I really think that you are talking to the wrong person right now. It was in my dad's phone. It said that this was my mom's number. So you're telling me that your dad had my number as his wife on his phone? Yeah, that's what happened. That's why I'm calling you. Molly, can you please tell me what your last name is? It's Johnson. My name is Molly Johnson. I see. And your dad wouldn't happen to be named Eric Johnson, would he? Yeah, that's right. That's my daddy's name. Okay, I understand. Now, what were you saying about bleeding? From your head? What happened? Are you okay? My daddy just walked out of the house. I think he's probably going out to drink again tonight. Hold on a second. I'll send your dad a text and tell him about this. No! You can't do that! If you do that, then my daddy will get really, really mad at me. I know that he's already going to be mad for finding his number. He might even hit me again. Hold on a second. Your father hits you? Is he the reason why you're bleeding from your head? The bleeding stopped. I think all the blood finally stopped coming out of my head. Molly, would you mind telling me how old you are? I'm 10 and a half years old right now. Okay. Can you wait where you are? I can come and get you. Do you know your address? Yes. I know my address. I have it memorized by heart. Okay, that's very good to hear. Just send me your address and I'll be right there, okay?
Hey Frida, I would really like it if you can keep your lunch hour open for me. I was thinking that you and I could put our heads together and try to come up with another project our companies could collaborate on. So basically, this would be a work thing and not a personal thing. That means that you'll go along with this, right?
How can you even talk about something like that right now, Eric?
So, what do you mean? I thought you said that you only wanted to talk to me when it had something to do with work.
You really think that's what I'm talking about right now? When was the last time that you were at your own house?
Frida, are you feeling okay? You don't seem right. Something is off here.
I am just fine. But what I want to know is why you're acting so calm when your daughter is missing from her house.
Daughter? What do you mean by that?
I mean your daughter, the one that I didn't even know you had until recently.
And just how did you even figure out that I had a daughter? I was going to tell you about her after we started dating, unless you looked into me because you have a secret crush.
I literally told you the other day that I want as little to do with you as possible. But right now, I'm just angry. I mean, how could you treat your own daughter like this? Did you know that she was bleeding from her head yesterday? I had to take her to the hospital.
And you think that I did that? I didn't do anything to her. And just what are you doing taking my daughter to the hospital, huh?
Well, she reached out to me. She called me because apparently you have my number saved under wife in your phone. She thought that she was calling her real mother.
That little brat doesn't realize what kind of trouble she puts everyone through when she acts like that. I'll have to make sure she learns her lesson this time. What hospital is she at?
I am not going to tell you that. In fact, I would prefer it if you never ever saw your daughter again. That's why I went to the police to talk to them about this. And hopefully that means you'll be hearing from them soon.
Wait a second. You called the cops? Why in the world would you do that?
Because you abused your child and then abandoned her at home all alone.
When I went to go and pick her up, I could see all the bruises on her body.
You've got this all wrong. She just likes playing outside a lot. She falls over and gets bruised, and that's it.
Oh, really? Because Molly told me it was because you hit her all the time.
And you're really just going to believe whatever some little girl tells you? Sure, I may have scolded her a few times, but I never ever hit her.
Even the doctors who looked at her agree that they were marking from being hit. So I know that you're just lying to save yourself right now. You really are horrible, do you know that?
But this is perfect. You could help me raise Molly then, right? I mean, as you can see, I'm terribly ill-equipped to be taking care of her by myself. But I know that with our powers combined, we could be great parents. And this way, our daughters could be sisters. Isn't that great too?
You really have no idea what's about to come next, do you? Don't you realize that you're going to lose custody of Molly?
No, that won't open. I won't ever let anyone take my daughter away from me. Besides, her mother is even more unfit than me to take care of her.
I heard that your ex-wife ended up checking herself into a psychiatric ward, isn't that right? But it sounds to me like she only developed her illness after being married to you.
No, she was always a crazy lady. It was always bubbling just beneath the surface.
Oh, just give it a break already. You are such a rotten little liar.
Frida, what's gotten into you? You never ever used to talk to me like this.
You insult your wife, you abuse your child, and you have the gall to say that you're more qualified than anyone else to take care of your daughter? You really are just a horrible human being. Did you really think that I would ever want to start a family with you? You never had a chance with me before, but now there's no way that I would ever want anything to do with you again.
Wait, I don't get it. Why are you acting like this? This isn't right.
I mean, really, do you have any idea all of the suffering that you've put those around you through? I knew that you were already an insufferable person to be around, but I had no idea that you were actually this bad. You're nothing but a creep and bully and a terrible father, and you've been nothing but annoying to me.
But no, this can't be happening. You and I were supposed to start a family together. Can you just calm down so that we can talk about all of this?
You think I'm in any mood to be taking orders from you right now? I am never going to listen
What
to
is that
someone who
supposed to
hits their own
mean?
kid has to say. It means that I've told your work and your ex-wife and anyone else who will listen about the horrible person that you are. So while I can't say what this will mean for your career, I think it's fair to say that your wife will end up with Molly.
I thought I already told you to stop trying to mix personal with business. Don't you see the trouble that you could be getting me into? Just how are you going to take responsibility if I got fired or something?
And just what makes you think that any of that is my responsibility? I've only reported it to the people that matter exactly what you've been up to.
No, you have no idea what you're talking about, and you went and reported this nonsense to my workplace? Are you really sure you want to do this? Don't you know how I'll have to punish Molly when all this falls apart and I get her back?
You're terrible. You're just sick. But don't worry, this police will be getting copies of this whole conversation.
No, you can't do that. It isn't fair.
What isn't fair is trying to make threats against your own child so that you can make people do what you want. Well, you are not going to be allowed to get away with this anymore. I am going to stop you, and that's that. After that, the police found Eric and placed him under arrest. Although he wasn't given any jail time, he was given a hefty fine and a conviction on his record. Although I wish that the judge would have thrown him in jail for the rest of his life, but apparently what he did to Molly wasn't bad enough for that. And while Molly was safe after I took her to the hospital, it wasn't until her mother arrived to take her that I finally felt like she was safe. Eric's ex-wife was actually very lovely and seemed like a very responsible person. I also felt that Molly would be safe since her mother lived with her parents in their large house. It also helped that they would be receiving child support from Eric. As for Eric, he was fired from work after the details of his trial were made public. Additionally, he was ordered to keep his distance from Molly and his ex-wife. Apparently, the court was concerned over Eric's attempt at some kind of revenge in the future. I heard later on that a man matching Eric's description was caught shoplifting from a store. I have no idea what Eric found to do as a job after being fired, but if that was Eric who was stealing, I can't imagine having a criminal record already would have helped his case. But thankfully, no matter who it was, I haven't seen or heard from Eric ever since the police took him away. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.